good time. Well, it's the Sheffield Wednesday Roundup. Welcome to the Roundup. This is the bit where we get everything that's happened for the week. So please come and join us for the Roundup, and I will see you there soon.
Hello, how are we all doing? Let me pause that. I don't need that playing in my ear anymore. Hello, how are we all doing? How's our week been? How's our day been? How's our year been? Let's just start with that. Ian and Luke, evening. I can hear music over the music. Yeah, it didn't work. I tried something, it didn't work, so I'll try something different next time. Oh, hang on, you've got double audio. Kill that. That should be working. Shouldn't have. There you go, that's better. Yeah, I'm gonna fix it for next time. I've got an idea that I want to do. I just need to fix it. The idea, the concept is good. I just need to find a break in it. But I'll fix it. Anywho, how are you all doing? I hope we are all doing well. Evening DJ, evening Run Pump Man, evening Mike. Yeah, get those likes up. I much appreciate it. Evening Timothy, you're going 2-0 tomorrow. Good shout. Where is that button? That should be it. It worked. Ian, I hope you're well. Put up the out hating. See, it's bad timing with the international break, green finger. But as a content creator, I'm in a catch-22 because I love the international break for having a break. But the content creator in me hates it because it's been shite. To do any of the stuff this week on Wednesday, it's been hard. It's been like pulling teeth. Trying to find any bits of news to do has just been difficult. But Ian and Barry, how are you doing? I hope you are well. Is the volume right? Is everything good? Let me just check on the other earpiece because I'm deaf in one ear. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yeah, everything fine. Good. Yeah, I'm deaf in one ear. I knew I was. But yes, how are you all doing? How's that thing? We're back to normal football. And we've had the whole thing with the England manager being announced, which is the manager. Let's see what happens. I can only just say we've had managers who were a different nationality before. No one really stood out. Beadle did well. Bernard's not bad. So I have a sneaky feeling Bernard was a little bit of a boss. I'm going away. It's like, oh no, you're not. You've done your hamstring. The little tear in your hamstring, the little bit. That's what I think about it. I generally think there was a bit of gamemanship by Wednesday. We don't want you to go away on international duty, so we'll say that you got a little injury. And I think that's a little bit cynical of me, but I think that's what it could be. Very good, mate. Looking forward to it. It's a good test. It's a very good test. Beadle and we should just call them the Charles brothers, did really well. Pierce Charles has really impressed over the international break with other people, which is something to be concerned about. He does have a long-term contract. I did see people panicking about the length of his contract, going, oh, he's out of contract next season. He's not out of contract next season. He got an improved deal. And I think it's time for to really push on with him next season. I don't think next season we need to be looking for a number one. We have our number one for next season in Pierce Charles, and I think we're going to have to take a punt on him. I personally think you're looking at more of a backup to Pierce Charles next season. That spot's his for me next season. I don't know about what anyone else thinks, but I think it's his to have. The 12 people watching, 8 likes, get those likes up, people. I much appreciate it. We got a new shirt sponsorship today as well. Mucker Module. A lot of people say they don't like it. I'm at the thing, money in the club is better than no money. I'd rather it be coming in. And I'm happy it's not a crypto sponsorship like Nottingham Forest has done, like Sheffield United have done. I know crypto base is the thing to do at the minute in terms of sponsorship and stuff like that, but too many of these things go wrong. Too many of them get turned into rug pulls. People put the money in, then it don't go. I'd rather have something that we know is a little bit legit. There's something to it. Not saying that the other ones are not legit. It's just crypto, one of those things where it's a bit messy waters with it all. It's a bit like you don't know what to trust with it. League with this, you can actually go to a building, you can get something from the people. You can like generally get a building made by them. And it sounds like they've done a lot of the work at the training ground. And if that's the case, then fantastic. It beats us having Chancery on the front of the shirts. It means we've actually got an actual sponsorship in. Commercially, we said for the longest time we need to do better. This week has been interesting. I see Rolls are already looking forward to... He's already said that. I think he's already said from the offset that the January window is something that want the window shut for the summer. They were already planning for the next 2 windows. So they're planning for January and the next summer. See, he's only looking towards January. What positions need strengthening for me? 1 more striker, 1 more midfielder, and a central defender. You know what? I'll go with that. My thing is if what happened, it depends what happened with Charles. There is a part of me that thinks Charles might get called back, but I don't. There's also the part of me that thinks I generally think Southampton want him to play a full season in the Championship and get him improved. And then when he goes back, he's ready for them instead of them having to loan him out again or him sat on the bench doing nothing. Unless they get an injury, I can see Charles staying here for the remainder of the season because he's done that well. Another central defender would be nice. I'd like to see what we do in January in terms of players who are currently out of contract in the summer who we don't want to stay. I generally like us to maybe go, hey, if a deal comes in for you, we will let you go. It's been one of those weird ones where we have got a fair few of them, where if a good deal comes in, I think you have to try and make your money back on them, or if there were free agency stuff, make money for something that you got for free. And we are a club notoriously bad at not making money back on players, and we have to start doing that. We have to start living in the real world. That is, if every player's got a value, and we should cash in on some of them if they do good. Yes, it might not be the good aspects that people want to see, but we are not cashed in on players so many times. I think it's hurtled by not being able to then refund another rebuild or a strengthen. To be honest, later in the season, Bannon shouldn't play much. He's older now. Ingleson isn't up to grab, but generally there. I just think another mid would help. I think another mid would help, but I think with Ingleson, he just needs to run the games. And he'll get that with the games that we've got coming up, because the thing you've got, DJ, with us having a run of games of Saturday, Tuesday, Friday, Tuesday, you're going to need rotation. So someone like an Ingleson is perfect for the rotation to get him up to speed with it all. To be fair, I think Bannon, as long as he got someone doing all the running for him, not an issue. Like, generally, I don't think it's an issue for Bannon in terms of if he got somebody doing all the running, he's fine. On the striker point, the one thing I just want to do is just have...
Give us McNeil!
I want McNeil. I want to give McNeil a run. I think McNeil has got a chance of getting a run. I think he deserved the chance. He's done well in cup games. Like, you look at our run for the next couple of weeks. It is literally Burnley tomorrow, Swansea Tuesday, Pompey on Friday. I don't know which one of us is doing a live stream of that. I don't know if it's me or James. One of us is doing Swansea. One of us is doing Pompey. We haven't decided what yet. I think we need another... I don't think we need another midfield once Chalobah is back from injury. He fits the child position up perfectly. It all depends on how fit he can be. That's the only thing I've got there. If he can stay fit, fantastic. It all depends if we can keep him fit. Yeah, happy birthday for Mudger for yesterday. 33 now, I think he is. I think another one of our players had a birthday today. Brentford, we got Brentford in the cup. We got Watford. Is that away? That's that. Boom. We got Watford on the 2nd. We got Norwich on the 5th. Bonfire night, and then we got Sheffield United, and then we got another international break. So, game coming thick and fast. People like Ingleson, we're going to desperately need to play. Just for the simple fact that we need rotation. We definitely need rotation. If we haven't got rotation, we'll struggle. And that's the thing for me. If we're in a good position in terms of touch wood, no injuries. That we should be okay. I generally think we've got a really good chance of doing quite well in the next couple of games. I don't know why. I just got a funny feeling that next couple of games could be interesting. We are that team that shouldn't do well against certain teams, yet then we do well. And I think we got to be wary of what we're going to be like and how we do. Like a lot of people said, if we can beat West Brom, what makes us that we can't beat Burnley? What makes us that we can't beat such and such? Insert team here. The only issue I had is 18 likes, by the way. No, sorry, 18 people watching, 10 likes. Get those likes to 18. I much appreciate it. I just need 8 more of you to hit that like button. But the thing I got is, if you have it that you can beat anyone in this league, this is why we like the Championship. Anyone can beat anyone. I was on Turf Moor TV's channel last night. Did a preview with him. Really good one. Burnley fan channel. Really good beat to Dan again. And we were speaking about how the Championship is one of the best leagues in the world. I personally think it's one of the best leagues because anyone can beat anyone on the day. And it's so interchangeable who's going to end up where, England, darling, by the way, where anyone can end up. And for me, November, this October, end of November time, is when you start to see where people are going to start making moves. You start seeing where roughly you're going to be in the league for the rest of the season, unless you have a massive drop-off, which we saw last season with Birmingham. They looked good for the first bit, lost Eustace, got Rooney in, dropped like a stone, got relegated. On our day, we can beat anyone, but then we go lose to Forest Green. True. That's very true. We can beat anyone, and then on our day, we can go lose to Forest Green. You are 100% right. And that nearly cost us promotion. Let's not beat around the bush. That nearly cost us promotion. If you actually look at what Darren Moore currently doing at Port Vale, he's doing a very similar thing with Port Vale at the minute, where they're doing really well, placing really good. Kabachi definitely... Excuse me. And again, Kabachi definitely needs to start now. He's better than Masaba right now until he sorts the end product out. I feel him and either Paul or Johnson again. Yeah, Johnson and Kabachi seem to have made a really good partnership when they played, and Paul seemed to work in. I generally do think Kabachi is the person you are looking at the minute who probably going to have that starting spot, and I think Masaba is your impact player. Danny speaks about us having impact players. He speaks about us always having someone in and around it who can do it. Ian in Maple Leaf, I hope you're well, mate. I hope you have a good one. I hope all is well across the pond. It seems to be all getting a bit chaotic there at the minute. But yeah, it's an interesting one with Kabachi because I can see him having that starting position. I generally can see him having that starting place now because he got a little bit the end product as well, where I think with Masaba, unlike Gassama got the end product. Masaba just needs a run, and I think he's a confident player. If he's confident and on it on the day, he's fantastic. When he confident drops a little bit, worst person you could have on because he doesn't know where to run. He struggles. He just really struggles with everything. Kind of thing there. And I think everything will come good. We are starting to see this team click a little bit and gel. We just need goals. We just need to get goals, and we need to just try and keep clean sheets. If we can go in these next couple of games, if we can score goals and keep a clean sheet, happy days. I will be one happy man, because they're the key bits that we're just missing now. Like if we can go on a run of games where we get a clean sheet and we nick a 1-0, I'd take nicking 1-0, nicking a 2-0, and maybe sweating it out a bit because we're defending so much, but we still get the win. we need to have that level of drive now when we go ahead that we managed to defend. Hopefully during the break, we've done a lot of work on set pieces because it looks like we've had pretty much nearly all our players back apart from 2 of our goalkeepers and a midfielder. Deshaun being here for the international break was a big one because we could work with him and work on where he needs to position. 22 people watching, 14 likes. Get those likes up, people. It helps the algorithm. It pushes it elsewhere. But we have brought in another coach, another analyst as well from Swansea. I didn't do a video on that because I mentioned it in the press conference. But I did see someone go on one of the groups on Facebook go, why are we brought in another analyst? We need players in. We need to do it on the pitch. It's not about what's going on off the pitch. And I kind of was like, you need the help off the pitch as well. Like, the days of just having an assistant manager and a manager are gone. You don't have that anymore. Now, a lot of clubs have an analyst. They have a set-piece coach analyst. They have someone there. I think it's that kind of situation there. I kind of hope Pompey win a game before they play us. It'll happen against us or what? Yeah, I agree. I think we need to have that run of them get a win before they play us because you can see that happen, especially it being a guy game as well. Underneath the lights on a Friday night. Old cliche, but it's true. The big game tonight is Gum versus Gum, so we'll be interested in there. Good luck, Nicky Weaver. What have you done there? Nicky Weaver is doing media work, I believe, at Man City. I think that's what he's doing now. I think he's doing media work. If you look at games Pompey got coming up, they've got QPR tomorrow. They've got Cardiff on Tuesday. Cardiff Tuesday. And then I believe they got us. And then they got us on that Friday night. So a few games coming up. So we need to really hope we can get something before that. They've got some big ones. So yeah, let's see what happens with that. That's the point. Have Cardiff appointed a manager yet? Have they got a manager yet, or they've got an interim manager, haven't they? Holy shit! What was that? That was loud. So yeah, it'll be. Yeah, I don't, you know what? I really don't know what's going on with Cardiff at the minute. Cardiff are a weird one because you feel like they need to make a thing. They still look at Jesus Christ. That's been a long time. That's a long time to still not have a manager in. Yeah, that's not what you want as a thingy, but at the same time, maybe it's a good time for us to do it. I don't know. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all. So hopefully they can not have that new manager bounce for a bit and we can just keep going. But less about them, more about us. We need to just hit the ground running, and we need to massively hit the ground running because we started so well, having a good momentum going into the last 3 games before the break. The momentum was there, and then of course we have that stupid thing where we have the international break and momentum goes, and you want that momentum to carry forward. And if you, how do I put it? If you have that momentum, it's how you bounce back from it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens and how we can hopefully bounce back from it. Danny looks ready for it. Danny looks like he's all ready to go. He looked, actually, when he did the press conference, he looked very refreshed. For like the longest time, he actually looks really refreshed. He looks like he had a good one. I enjoy how Danny pronounced Icky today. Yeah, it was quite funny, wasn't it? It was really good. Anyone seen Dean Wonder letting us know he's a granddad? You can tell it. Oh yeah, I saw that. Really, really lovely. And congratulations to Josh and Danielle Windass on the birth of Adeline Felicity Windass, really lovely name as well. So also with Windass, expect him to have a little bit of time off. I wouldn't surprise me to give him some time off just while the kid's been born and trying to getting used to it. Hey, mate, how you doing? Hope you're well, my sugar journey. Hope you're good. I really hope he gets as much rest as humanly possible. He's going to be looking at a fixture list going, I want away days just to have a sleep. But also he's going to miss the little one. But congratulations to the Windasses. Lovely name as well. Not when they relented, but what's every opinions on Tuchel as England manager? If he wins us trophies, I'm not bothered. If he wins a trophy, I'm not bothered. I think that for me, with the England job, this is the thing I've got. Everybody in the media were wanting Pep Guardiola. They wanted Pep. Everyone was like, oh, we should go for Pep. Pep should be the next England manager after Man City. Should go to Pep. So what changed? What changed apart from that you've got Tuchel instead? He have won trophies. Yes, he have been sacked from most of his jobs he's been at, but he have won trophies. It's a bit different for him. Maybe he takes the international football a little bit more better than team football. Who knows? Ian England, hope you well, mate. But for me, as long as he does stuff, granted, Gareth Southgate is up there with one of our best managers we've had, which is kind of sad to say in a sense, but he's the best he's done since Alf Ramsey and co. He got us closer to getting a trophy. The problem is, if you're a player who played under Tuchel in the past in club football, are you going to be able to put these grudges or things that have happened in the past, just in the past, and work together and try and do it? It'll be interesting to see how he goes into international football. I won't lie, international football is a completely different kettle of fish, and I will be interested to see what he does. Who cares as long as he wins us something? We've got German manager, nobody says anything about our manager. Plus, he's a manager with a pair of balls, unlike Southgate, who puts your arm around you. Agree. I completely agree. I completely agree with that, Mike. I really do. In my opinion, tomorrow's game will show us where we are at. Give us a good platform. I think the West Brom gave us a good chance to show where we were, Glenn. I'll be honest with you. Do you not forget, or you've forgotten we beat West Brom 3-2 and they were top of the league? I think the West Brom game was the one that showed you where we were. Like, personally, I understand what you're saying. It's a good one to see where we are at me, but I think we're okay. I think we're fine. Like, the problem is we could get beat by Burnley tomorrow. And I can tell you right now, we'll go to a debrief and you'll be spitting feathers about how crap we are and how we're not doing this right or we're not doing this right kind of thing. You got to remember, Burnley haven't really changed too much. They've lost some players. The thing is with Burnley, I was speaking to Dan last night from Turfmoor TV. Fans don't know what the squad is from week to week. Like, one week, it's completely different. For us, them having Lyle Foster out, and who gives a shit? Yeah, they were at Prem team and they got battered in the Prem. They come down. They didn't build a Prem team. They made a championship team when they went up. They went up with youth. They tried to build with youth. They were there for one season. If it was a Prem team who had been there for a while, kind of thing, then fair enough. Are you satisfied with Luton was an ex-Prem team? Your point. Are you still satisfied with 15th place given the success in the last 3 games, or do you think playoff push? I'll take mid-table. I'm still sticking with my mid-table Maple Leaf. I'm still sticking with mid-table, and anything above that's a bonus, is how I see it. Generally, I'm still going with mid-table. I take 15th to 10th right now, and then build on it, personally. Breaking news, we have a legit home sponsorship. We do indeed. Luton were at Prem, they were. Mock company, they build very professional. They do indeed. I think they've done some of the ones at the ground. we've done to be fair, I don't think we've had a settled 11 all season. True, we haven't. Chalobah won't be back till Chalobah won't be back for another couple of weeks. He's probably not going to be back my sugar journey until after the international break. After we play Sheffield United, when they're saying he might be back. I can't spell it, but I like the young workers. Yeah, he's very, very good. Very good. I won't say anything if we lose tomorrow. No, Glenn, you can say stuff, but what I'm saying is, you're saying it's a good test. I think the teams that we've played have been very good tests for us. Like, you look at our run we've had, it's not been the easiest run. And Burnley, it's all right saying, you didn't say this when we played Luton. You never said, oh, it'll be a good test to see where we are when we play Luton at a Prem team. You didn't say that. And I think versus Luton, we were the better team. I wonder if the company that built the training ground, they've also done a lot of stuff. It wouldn't surprise me if they'd done some of the stuff for the work. I think with Burnley, the interesting thing with Burnley, mate, is that they are a good footballing team, but they got a change of manager. You got to remember, the way they went up and the way they came down was a completely different manager. They're having to get used to a new manager. And that's the thing as well. They have to get used to Scott Parker style of play. Then a Vincent Company. They kind of, what Dan was saying last night to me, they kind of got a mix of the two. They got like a Company, Scott Parker combined style. So it'll be interesting. Luton are different class. They throw away most of the Prem money to spend at New Stadium. Yeah, the thing is, when Burnley originally went up with Dyche, that first time, what they did was they what they did was really clever. Which was really clever. They spent all their money on getting the training ground up to scratch. Then actually they made a championship squad for the Prem, but they knew they needed to go back up. Tell you what made me laugh, the team photo the other day, the photo was saying, hands on your knees, only one who doesn't do it, Chansiri, can tell he's like, whatever, mate. Yeah, true. What I mean is they're expected to bounce straight back based on relegation. Not every team are expected to bounce straight back, though. There have been a couple of seasons where teams haven't bounced straight back, though. Leeds, last season, did not bounce straight back. They got to playoffs, and they were still in the championship. Now, not everyone bounces back straight away. This is the thing. You say they're expected. I don't think that is the case that much these days. I think the championship have got to a point where I don't think they are expected to bounce back sometimes. I think sometimes you look at clubs and sometimes they forget what the championship's like when they've been in the Prem. Sometimes they'll build and 9 times out of 10, a Premiership team will go straight back up. But it's not normally a guarantee. It's not, if they don't get the right manager in, if they have a player fire sale, it can go either way. So I get what you're saying, mate, Glenn. I get what you're saying, that they're expected to bounce back. But for them, if they get playoffs, that'll be seen as a failure for me. Oh, Glenn. Right, Glenn. Time out. Oh, can't win. You literally can't win. Most teams in Championship now expect the parachute payment, so weirdly, the playing field is mostly equal, other than if you're promoted to League One. Championship is definitely the hardest now. There's at least 12 teams who are good enough to win it or go by playoffs. I agree. When did it go after 90 seem to be a good bet? Yeah, it does seem to be quite a good bet, to be fair, to go after the 90. We are a team that scored most of the goals in the 75th to the 90th minute. It's interesting kind of thing. You look at where we've been and how we're going. It's really good to see how we do things in terms of that. And for me, I got to think we're one of those teams that are in the 75 to 90th minute when we come into games. We tend to get most of the points. Glenn, that's not what he's saying. You literally like the debate, and that's exactly what Jake was doing. There was no denial into you were saying at all. There wasn't a denial of anything you were saying at all. Yeah, I wasn't saying there was any denial. I was saying your point's valid, but sometimes teams are not expected to go straight up. Kind of thing. The expectation of going straight up doesn't always line up. Leeds should be a prime example of team that don't bounce back. The players and the money they had, they should have been favourites, are still here with us. Yeah, see, this is the thing. It doesn't sometimes line up that way. And you have to be smarter with how you do things with it, because at the end of the day, it's one of those things that you see teams who you think are meant to go up. Like for the last couple of seasons, Norwich was that team. Norwich and Stoke are classic examples of teams who were meant to bounce straight back, and they didn't. And they struggled because they've had all the parachute payment. The parachute payments are gone. They're done. Didn't do it in the first season, got to second season, didn't quite do it then, and now they're struggling. And this is the thing. Like, it only takes Burnley to have a bad injury spell or something goes awry. They could be 10th this season. So the notion of expecting to go straight back up, I don't think works that well unless you're a team that's managed to keep your entire first team together. Then great. If you keep your entire first team together that you had in the Prem, and maybe you keep some of the players you had from, say, the Championship, maybe it works. But it doesn't necessarily always mean you're going to immediately stay up or go up, should I say. Look at the last season, 13 games, 3 points, and finished the season the most informed team in the league. I agree. Thank goodness relegation teams don't always bounce back. Otherwise, it would be boring. I agree. Yeah, I agree. It would be really annoying if the teams that bounce back every season just went straight back up. There'd be no fun in it. The reason why a Luton, a Leicester in the past, or I'm trying to think of something, a Brentford, these teams who shouldn't be there, Bournemouth, Brentford, Luton, these teams who have gone up via playoffs, they're really good. Ipswich most recently, yeah. That Ipswich have gone up. These are teams who shouldn't be in terms of what their wealth of their clubs are anywhere near it, but they are. This is what makes English football really good, because you can have people go from near the bottom of League Two, have a run for a good couple of seasons, and then go up and hit those magical things. It's why when you speak to some Americans about the Championship and relegation, they don't get it. They don't understand that aspect of relegation for them, because most of the times if you are last in like an American franchise, you normally get a bit of help in the money kind of thing. Leeds have got some good players, I think. Yeah, true. Pigs a prime example. Owner doesn't even want them. Their owner wants 110 million for... Jesus Christ. They want 110 million for Sheffield United. That's what they want. Yes, they're a huge club, but Forest are recently... God, I'm glad they're finally back. Team for me. Yeah, I agree. But they're underdog because of being out of the Prem for so long. Like we have been with Leeds. Teams that shouldn't be in the Prem: Bournemouth, Fulham, Crystal Palace, Ipswich, Man City. Yeah, American City is exactly why I follow English football. Yeah, I like American sports. I like American sports. I'm a big NFL fan. My team's the Pittsburgh Steelers, but I couldn't follow it properly. Like, I need the drama. I need the drama like a relegation. I need a drama of, say, 1 point and you might go up, or 1 point and you might stay up or you relegated. That kind of drama. Wouldn't give him 110 pence for them. To be fair, Fulham are actually way bigger than Chelsea. History-wise, Chelsea just got lucky with Abramovich money. Yeah, and they've not really done well ever since. And that's the thing. You have to look at clubs and where they've been. Like, next couple of years, I can completely see us possibly seeing a Wrexham in the Prem. Give it another 4 years, you could possibly see Wrexham being a Prem club. New England Patriot fan here, Jay. Not been good recently. No, it's not been great. I think you've not really been able to play Belichick or Brady, but we always knew that it was going to be interesting when that happened. In America, you're rewarded for being bad at with draft choice who makes for non-competitive games. That's just how it should, and that's just not how it should be. I agree. I generally think that. And the thing is, I have a theory that I think some teams in the NFL, in American franchises, do bad so they get the good team so they can have the rebuild. I think it could be 2 or 3 years too. Yeah, I'd say. No way, Glenn, mate. Wrexham will pull 18,000 a game in the Prem. Oh, Wrexham got to Prem, they'd probably fill the 55,000 stadium they want to do easily. And you know they'd be able to do it. Like, the thing is that what they've done well of owners is they've done really well at getting sponsorship. But I take your point there, no guarantee. Exactly, mate. Look at us last season. Prime example, Glenn. Us last season. Last season, 18th October, we all were pretty much fearing relegation. There was no way Danny should have got Wednesday out of that position, in theory. But he did. He did amazing. And it shows you that anything can happen. That's right. They lose on purpose here for better. Yeah, you see it all the time. You always see it that they do. It's why the Jets always lose. They try to get better. Like, the New York Jets are just crap. Good evening, Jake. I'm not too bad, mate. How are you? I've got to see Atty retire. Could we fling a few quid to get him to come out of retirement for once? I love that. I genuinely love that with that My Sugar Journey. I'd love to just get him. New Hugh was a very much in this parish a fan favourite. Absolutely got a lot of time for Atty New Hugh. For me, it was what Atty did off the ball and made base more than his goals. There's a reason why in my wardrobe up there, there's an Atty New Hugh shirt with his name on the back. But yeah, I wish we could. No guarantees, but are we doing a Chancery Club statement impression? We're all talking and setting mid-table as how we finish, but it only takes a few wins in the bounce and so. Oh yeah, thing is, if you get the 3 point versus QPR and the 3 point versus Luton, you're going into the international break that we just had with the other two results in playoffs, and you're thinking we're really, really good. Like, really good. Big Dave will be back for Bannon. 100%. I hope Baby Steps mid-table, top 10 under the radar. Who knows? Yeah, I agree. We named the bear. We bought MJ Big Dave. We did. We got that bear from the seaside, our first trip. New Year always a special place in our hearts. I agree. And everybody at the top of the champ form is all over the place. So definitely not out of the question. No. I like a testimonial where it's actually a testimonial and get players like New Hugh and Samida. That'd be good. Hindsight is the greatest ever. Yeah, it is. It's like you can set yourself up to have a really good day, and it only takes someone to stand on your foot, you drop your drink, and it's the shittest day ever. Like, you can set yourself to do so many goals in a day, but if you only get one goal done, you feel like you've done nothing. So I think we have to just think really carefully where we want to do. I think aim for mid-table, and then anything else, then that is a bonus. Whatever we get after that, then great. Because you don't get screwed over by QPR and Luton. You're looking at us being in playoffs. and then the situation changes a little bit. I do agree we need to start getting we do need to start getting the likes of both going. It was interesting with what he said. I have a funny feeling something might have been watched, because I've been saying maybe we get someone to play as a number 10 near him, and Danny did mention that, so it's interesting that the fans' comments. Shay don't review my LinkedIn profile, which I find really funny. Don't review me. Yeah. If we win the league, then fantastic, but I don't see it happening. But yeah, I agree with you, Glenn. I know what you're saying. I may have sent a cheeky connect request to prompt it. Stand on my feet. It's not a week until my feet been stood on by everyone in this. Yeah, me, McKenna, and Hunter, we all have a habit, and the dog, of standing on our lasted feet. Because with apparently me and my kids are elephants, in that sense. But yeah, it should be interesting. Next week, right? Next week. What's next week? Let me think. Review will be Saturday as usual. Debrief will be Monday. I need to figure out what's going on Tuesday, Friday, because Tuesday we got Swansea, which I need to find out. Which one's doing what. There'll be a watch along from me on one of them at least. Like you even stood on my bloody foot the last time I saw you, and that hurt. Oh yeah, I did, didn't I forgot about that. Yesterday. So I have a habit of standing on people's feet. There you go. Then following Tuesday, yeah, Brentford. Yeah, there's a lot of. I will be definitely doing Brentford watch along. I know that. It's just this week because I can't remember if Dex is on holiday. So it's either Tuesday or it's either I got Swansea and he got Pompey, or it changed to him having Swansea and I got Pompey. Ian in Norwegian Al, how you doing, mate? I hope you're well. Yeah, Jack is on the pod this weekend. I think you might be on two in. I think you might be in 2 in return. Link to your return. It'll be there. It'll be there once he's on. We'll get it all. I think you're 2 on trot, so I think it'll be on Dexter. It'll be on Dexter channel. Finn David to do it. A lot of games coming up, and then Watford, then Norwich, then you know who. Yeah, the thing is, there's somebody who got a very loud fucking exhaust that is doing me head in. Yeah, we got it. It's the period of games where the week in, week out football, this is where teams will finally know who their system fits. I did hear that. A lot of games coming up when Watford and then who's. So that's my car coping with those. Not that bad. You should get a better car, Worko. Worko, Pato, Danny Roll, Chancey, even Lloyd, who's a part of my professional network, but Super Joshy is relation to law to my chats about the crime reduction and community safety. Oh, that's funny. I like that. But yeah, I'd be really interested to see how many points we've got come the end of this next international break. Is it just me, or do we know? Or do we know that we have a player in Chalobah? If he turns up eventually, that could be the. I think, I'll be honest with you, Finn. I generally think that Chalobah, there is a player there. It's just getting him fit. If we can get him fit, then fantastic. It's just, we got to get him fit. And that's the keys of it. Like Danny said in the press conference, we have to give him his own preseason again. So you're probably not going to see the best out of him until January, which might be a good thing. This will be the game 10, and I think we're okay for the 15th. Isn't the worst? 3 wins, 2 draws, 4 losses. We're slowly but surely creative on mid-pack. I agree on that. No, can't be yours. We've not seen you since MJ found it abandoned by that bin. Can you imagine winning all the games? Have a bloody worship, mate. I sent one too. I was thinking of pinging a request over to Danny, but I bottled it. That's about right. You do tend to bottle it at times, Jack. But hey, you know what? Danny will probably be the one that you probably would have got back, actually. On seriousness, he probably would have done one. But for me, I'm intrigued what happens next. The next couple of games are good tests for us to see where we are. Ooh. But I genuinely think the next couple of games will be good tests, and we'll see where we are. The thing is, what gets me with Wednesday, right, is that we beat the team we shouldn't beat, and then we lose to the team we should beat around us. And it's always been that way with us. We've always done that stupid way of dealing with things. Like, we've never been that team that's consistent. Oh, what did you say, Jack? Gone. Oh, okay. But yeah, I'll be interested in what happened. Let's see where we are at the end of it, and I'll be interested to see what we do with the game that come up. Danny Min, he's even sent the occasional thank you back when I pinged him a DM telling him he's doing a great job. What a gent. Like I said, we have to play them all anyway. It's just our competition. What a gent. That's awesome, mate. That is awesome. I like that. What a guy. But guys, that is nearly an hour. But it's been a good one. It's been really good. I think if the Blaze lose, it could start a slump for them. Or could I say, I'm hoping it does. Yeah, I think you're hoping on that one. Annoyingly, Wilder knows how to build a championship squad. And the fact that he managed to do it with not being able to have much of a transfer window is interesting. But guys, that's going to be it for tonight. I'm going to go chill. And I think I'll go watch Tom Syndicate vlog. But yeah, I'm going to chill. I'm going to have a chill night. Oh, before we go, where's me that one? Quick one for you. One, if you see me wearing this a lot, it's heated. So I'm going to try and see if I can save a bit of money on my heating down here. Because it's saying, but I got here is a... So we're going to try and get trucking stream back again on here. But I've got an actual like new wheelbase. And this is like awesome trucking. So hopefully I can start doing that a bit more. Members as well. You're gonna get your videos out soon. I've just not had a chance to do them. With the wife being back at work, I have just not had a chance to do them. I need to block some time out in an evening and do it, and I will be doing it. By the way, back at what I told him earlier, Jake can do content that isn't just Wednesday stuff. People will like it, right? Yeah, actually, true. There is... Michael has seen it because he's a member. I did a unboxing of my new wheelbase and everything, and it's going to go live on the channel for everybody next week. Probably do it Wednesday or Thursday. So yeah, so we're going to try and do some looking like a proper Yorkshire man with the flat cap. Cheers, mate. It's only because also I'm hoping getting this finally dyed orange. Like I said, I was. It's just taken a long time. But yeah, thank you guys. I much appreciate it. We might do some other stuff on the channel. That might not be Wednesday stuff. I want to try and do a little bit more different stuff just for my own sanity. Because sometimes talking about Wednesday can do my head in. If I can get it to a point where I can stream some of my... We do like a... Maybe we do a roundup and it's me doing this, or I do like a Sunday stream. And it's just a Sunday stream of me doing a farming stuff. So we'll see. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I didn't have a soul anyway, so they can have it. Anyway, guys, have a good weekend. I will speak to you on Monday for the debrief, but we will have a review on Saturday. And please just have a win Wednesday. We're all Wednesday, aren't we? See you later, guys.